way of survival is Biafran state sitting away from Nigeria. The Igbos that have been agitating since after the war to sit away from Nigeria because we lack most of the reconciliation, let me say, agenda, promised the Igbos after the war. They could not redeem one. Reconciliation, reintegration, inclusion. We are not included in running Nigerian leadership, political leadership. It's only the Fulani and the Hausas. Only these two tribes. They allow the Igbos languaging in pain, riddling in lack of development. Look at Igbo land, a land that is in charge of the whole economy of the country. Southeastern Nigeria is the engine house of Nigeria economy, yet they could not dredge seaport in southeastern Nigeria. Before you could clear one container, you will run all the way from Warri, cross River Calabar, to Apapa Jetty, Apapa Wharf. That is when you could clear your container. And from Apapa, Lagos, you will be paying money, tolls, paying all the way. On getting to Ondo, you will pay. At Ore Forest, on getting to Benin, you will pay. You will pay in Delta State. On getting into River Niger, across Niger Bridge, you will be paying tolls until you get to Oso Okwado or Main Market. So what is going on now is that it's only division. Igbo man has successfully, gotten independence on their own. Biafra is sitting away very soon from Nigerian states. And that is the only way solution could come, which was why the congressman discussed recently in America that it is only division, emergency of Biafra, that will give Nigeria the peace needed. Which is why we are even not telling Yorubas to divide or to cede or do away. We are not telling them because we know that they are comfortable staying with Fulani and Hausa. Igbo has succeeded on getting Biafra. Ceding Biafra away from Nigeria is going to bring peace, deserved or desired harmony in the Nigerian state. The only peace is division. Disintegration of Nigeria is not negotiable. Nigerian sovereignty, Nigerian rights as a nation state, an independent state, has collapsed. We are no longer a proudly sovereign state of West Africa. Why? Which has given America the impetus, the dynamism to come and operate freely in Nigeria, bombarding the enclave, terrorist enclave, Boko Haram enclave, the bandits enclave in the northwestern Nigeria. Do you know what happened? America has actually diminished, reduced to zero Nigerian sovereignty. Nigeria has no sovereignty anymore. That's why I'm telling you that Biafra is the one gathering momentum, gathering international support, and thereby solidifying her sovereignty as a Biafran sovereign state. Biafran nation state, is trying to emerge right now because of what America has done. Some hours ago, not even up to 24 hours, America actually decimated the ISWAP hideout camps in the northwestern state of Sokoto, where Nigeria is having border with Republic of Benin, Republic of Niger, and decimating all the tents, pitch tent, camp, and cells of ISWAP, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, Fulani Herdsmen, other Fulani militias, Mahmuda, and the rest of them in the Sokoto northwest forest. America has successfully proven to the entire world that Nigerian government is not what leading Nigerian people right now. When America decimated our airspace without even permission from our military, bombarded hideout of terrorists in the northwestern region. Benjamin Netanyahu has gone this far to accept aligning, being in alliance with the United States of America to war, to unleash hell against Fulani herdsmen, against bandits, Boko Haram, ISWAP, Mahmuda, Al-Qaeda, and Al-Shabaab that have concentrated assault on Christian communities for over 10 months now, thereby giving way to Christian genocide encroaching across the entire Nigerian state. And this has given Benjamin Netanyahu the strength to tell the whole world that he is of Jewish blood, that he could not forget what is happening to his brothers in the southeastern hemisphere of Nigeria, where Biafrans that are 100% Christians were subjected to all manners of inhuman persecution by Nigerian state. And this bombardment, Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, has actually pledged support to the United States of America to send Mossad and other intelligence platforms from Israel to pick all the sponsors of terrorist organizations in Nigeria. He made mention of most of the absconding terrorist sponsors like El Rufai, Sheikh Gumi, Mamu that was actually apprehended at Cairo airport en route Iran when he was running away to go and meet his sponsors in the axis of evil region of Iran. He was picked up, and Benjamin Netanyahu is not stopping from calling all the Christians in Nigeria his Christian brothers, that he is coming, that is of Jewish race with the Biafra people. Netanyahu has made it clear that Israeli military, administration is going to collude with White House to make sure that terrorists in Nigeria are brought down. And he colluded with United States of America and struck Northwest. Just concluded American military operation. Israel had hand in it, and they actually used their technology, modern war devices and precisions to monitor all the tents, all the camps, hideouts of terror groups in Nigeria like Mahmuda, Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram, ISWAP, Killer Headers, the bandits, and the Ansaru terror group. Israel has done well by acquiring the entire Christians in Nigeria, all the communities affected by the recently perpetrated genocide, that they are coming with relief to pay back all the victims' family that lost their loved ones. It is a nice military operation because America actually kicked off their military operation commencement in the Northwest without informing Nigeria or colluding with the Nigerian military. They carried out this perpetration on their own to avoid leakage of most classified information that they gathered in the past 9 months.
When Nigerian military said they work with the United States military or Air Force to allow this bombardment.
It's a lie. It's a lie. When they were there over how many months ago with their satellite and their drones monitoring all the cells and camp of the terrorist organization, our military could not even tell it, let alone our DSS or Directorate of Military Intelligence. They came with their high tech. America is higher than Nigeria in technology. When you talk about war technology and precision warfare, America was in our airspace for how many years now, monitoring everything that is going on in Nigeria. They even stood out by telling us more stories about the bandits, modus operandi, about the Fulani herdsmen, modus operandi, about the modus operandi of the ISWAP that migrated from the axis of evil, Iran, and changed their name to Islamic State of West African State. Israel and America monitored them for many months right now, and the American could not allow Nigerian military or public office holders to collude with them. That's why they sent the American congressmen here to come for their case studies. And after their findings, they went back to United States without colluding with federal government of Nigeria. Federal government of Nigeria, they have been running this part of the world with many deceptions, various deceptive propaganda, promising various things without, pledging, without redemption. They pledged, they could not redeem. They promised, they could not redeem what they promised Nigerian citizens, which is why we believe that it is deception that is controlling this present administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. America is on their own. They are operating without informing anybody. Nigerian police was not aware. The DSS department wasn't aware. Look at our Minister of Defense. The man in charge before, Badaru Ahmad, was disqualified as a result of what? Quackery. He could not meet up. Failure. He refused to act, promising Nigerians that Bòmb could not penetrate Sambisa forest. Look at Sahel bushes, grassland. Bòmb could not penetrate grasses, not even thick forest. And America has come and did the needful by suspending their drones on air for many months, monitoring all the modus operandi of all these terrorist groups in Nigeria. Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, bandits, Fulani headers, and the rest of them.
But don't forget that NSA when they went to America, the American told the NSA that what that they giving Nigeria about 2 weeks to disarm, or Nurubadu promised to disarm these bandits in a few.
Nurubadu did not disarm the bandits. Rather, he gave them AK-49, AK-47. It was on social media. It was on front pages of newspaper in Nigeria. Few days ago, many were apprehended in Kwara State by Kwara State Police Command, and they traced the origin of those arms handed over to those bandits to National Security Advisory. Is an advance is a department or an institution that is under the watch of NSA henchman Nuhu Ribadu. Ribadu is a hot soup because he has failed the Americans. The Americans got to wind up about the news of NSA supplying arms to the bandits, and then how do you expect the military operation that just took place some hours to have, you know, collusion or collaboration of the Nigerian security advisor? No, because they are colluding with the bandits, with the terrorists, to attack Christian communities. Nuhu Ribadu himself is from Fulani extraction. Every Fulani man in Adamawa, in Sokoto, they are all anti-Christianity. So you don't expect anything good from Nuhu Ribadu, the man in charge of Nigerian National Security Advisory Department.
Okay, but it reported just recently, or not too long ago, that there might be a protest, or there's a protest, you know, going on in the northern part of Nigeria. At the same time, the Sultan of Sokoto is not happy as regards this invasion in the west part of Nigeria.
Thank you so much. The invasion
actually, the caliphate are in
no, the Sokoto Caliphate and Fulani Caliphate are not happy because they expected the American military forces or United States of American government to come to his palace and kneel down. Yes, and take permission from him before bombardment of all the terror group camps. But he is not happy with Tinubu because he believes that Tinubu connived with America and they actually, you know, support the American bombardment that just kicked off some few hours ago. So Sokoto Caliphate right now is frowning at Trump's administration. Why? Trump has refused to go to the palace of Southern Sokoto, kneeling down before him, begging him before the operation could take. See, let me tell you, Southern Sokoto himself, his name is among the terrorist sponsors in Nigeria. That is where everybody is getting it wrong because people are like just saying, why could America just jump into our airspace, mess rubbish up our sovereignty? Why not taking permission from Nigerian government or Southern Sokoto before allowing military operation? See, let me tell you, America could never have done that. Taking permission from Southern Sokoto before embarking on military adventurism in Nigeria. No. America colluded with Israel, and this job is a job well done. It took Nigeria by impromptu. Federal government of Nigeria by impromptu. It took our police, our DSS by impromptu. Nigerian military, they did not get wind up the information that American military operation is about to take place. And let me tell you, the airplane they use, the aircraft was silent one, no noise. When all the Sokoto indigenes were asleep, all of a sudden they wake up. It was thick black smokes from the axis where Nigeria is bordering. Republic of Benin, at Daura, Katsina, and so on and so forth. At the axis where Sokoto is sharing border with Republic of Benin and the Republic of Niger, it was all black clouds, thick of smoke, billowing sky high. Why? Because America military is on rampage. So bombardment of Sokoto, the Northwest, is a well-orchestrated plan by State of Israel and United States of America to at least curb the encroachment of Fulani herdsmen, the Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab, ISWAP, and Boko Haram insurgents in Nigeria. And I want to tell you that the kind of modern device, war technology used by USA and Israel to bring down the ISWAP in the Northwest is highly appreciated, accepted by the Christian community in Nigeria. The CAN, the PFN, Pentecostal Fellowship Association of Nigeria, they welcome Israel, they welcome United States military operation in Nigeria because of what the herdsmen, the bandits, The emirs, the Kano Emirates and Sokoto Caliphate, has been subjected the Christians to for over 15 years now. Christian genocide going on. Sadano Sokoto denied it. Kano Emirates turned silent, and Nigerian government play along, monetizing killings of Christians in Nigeria as a result of politics. The current administration of the day, the man in charge, Tinubu, has not seen Christian genocide as a reality. He is promising and telling the whole world that there is nothing like that. But let me tell you, there is 100% something like that. Christians are being killed, maimed in their large numbers. Various Christian population, various Christian communities in Benue, Plateau State, Taraba State have been over-devastated by Finaly, dangerous headers, Boko Haram insurgents, Mahmuda Al-Shabaab, the worst enemy of Christianity, Al-Qaeda, and ISWAP. They have actually been decimated by American military forces.
Should the CIA and the Mossad, should they start picking up the financier of this?
Yes, the financier and the sponsors of Boko Haram, they are all on the run. We listed about 1,000 names, people that are sponsoring insurgency, terrorism in the northern Nigeria, and when they were absconding into Middle East Europe, we caught them on camera. They were exuding from Nigeria into Middle East Europe for their hideout, and we saw good numbers of them leaving the Sokoto northwest, Borno northeast, influxing into southwestern forest of Ondo State, Kwara State, and the rest exuded into Adamawa Highland, where they are taking solace right now in Cameroon Mountain. And I'm telling you that America well-coordinated military attack in northwest is a success, and it has gone a long way to dismiss the pitched tents of ISWAP, Boko Haram, bandits in the recent time. The Finaly militias that exuded from Sahel into Sokoto forest in their large number, they are all counting their losses right now, because this latest strike has actually devastated their military superiority, their firearms, and the catch of arms they absconded into this forest with. So we are seeing a successful, well-coordinated military attack by Donald Trump's administration.
He said this was
even exhumed the hidden bomb catch of arms of these terrorists in Sokoto forest. America has succeeded on destroying all their ammunitions.
But it was reported that Shegumi has currently flee to Lebanon. They say he has run for safety.
At initial stage, Shegumi was hiding in Turkey, but recently we've learned that he has been pointed out where he was hiding. So currently, after this operation, some hours, he got the wind up in Turkey. Shegumi absconded into Hezbollah fortified Lebanon, where he was receiving his funds to finance banditry in the northern region of Nigeria. So he is hiding out from Turkey to Qatar, from Qatar. Currently, he is in Lebanon. These are the enemy of Nigerian state, and the federal government and the government of the past, in the present, they have refused to pick them, persecute them in the court of law. They keep on chasing the wrong person. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man that has not even hot fly, is now spending many years in jail. From 2015 till date, Kanu has been incarcerated, while all the sponsors of terrorists in Nigeria are free, moving, doing their normal businesses. My question is, why is it that federal government went and rescued 130-something kidnapped school girls, rescued them without apprehending one perpetrator, one kidnapper, one abductor of these school students? Why? They went there for an exchange. They exchanged those students for money, leaving the money with the kidnappers and come home with the girls. Nigerian has issue. Nigerian government has failed.
They failed. Okay, with this now, with that being said, although Trump said he was testing these people, but testing, the bandits. But do you not think there will be an attack on the Christian with what, because a lot of people say only division can stop this, but if there is no division or the country is not, you know, break or if the country don't go back to regional government, do you not think these bandits will come out more sophisticated and kill more Christians and more, you know, more people?
The only way of survival is Biafran state ceding away from Nigeria. The Igbos that have been agitating since after the war to cede away from Nigeria because we lack almost of the reconciliation, let me say, agenda, you know, promised the Igbos after the war. They could not redeem one. Reconciliation, reintegration, inclusion. We are not included in running Nigerian leadership, political leadership. It's only the Finaly and the Hausas. Only these two tribes. They allow the Igbos languaging in pain, riddling in lack of development. Look at Igbo land, a land that is in charge of the whole economy of the country. Southeastern Nigeria is the engine house of Nigeria economy, yet they could not dredge seaport in southeastern Nigeria. Before you could clear one container, you will run all the way from Warri, cross River Calabar, to Apapa Jetty, Apapa Wharf. That is when you could clear your container. And from Apapa, Lagos, you will be paying money, tolls, paying all the way. On getting to Ondo, you will pay. At Ore Forest, on getting to Benin, you will pay. You will pay in Delta State. On getting into River Niger, across Niger Bridge, you will be paying tolls until you get to also Okwado or Main Market. So what is going on now is that it's only division. Igbo man has successfully, you know, gotten independence on their own. Biafra is ceding away very soon from Nigerian states. And that is the only way solution could come, which was why the congressman discussed recently in America that it is only division, emergency of Biafra, that will give Nigeria the peace needed. Which is why we are even not telling Yorubas to divide or to cede Odua away. We are not telling them because we know that they are comfortable staying with Fulani and Hausa. Igbo has succeeded on getting Biafra. Ceding Biafra away from Nigeria is going to bring peace, deserved or desired harmony in the Nigerian state. The only peace is division. Disintegration of Nigeria is not negotiable.
I want to read something from Nigeria's president. He says the characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant doesn't reflect our national reality. Religious freedom and tolerance have been a core tenet of our collective identity and shall always remain so. Nigeria opposes religious persecution and does not encourage it. He says the picture we're getting here is not accurate.
You know, unfortunately, that is completely false. I mean, there are states in Nigeria that have blasphemy laws, people who are facing the death penalty right now for blasphemy against Islam. There's a person currently right now who's held in prison for defending himself from attack from a Muslim militant from the Finaly tribe. He defended himself, and he's facing the death penalty. So, no, there's serious persecution happening in Nigeria. I know the president, Tinubu, is in a difficult position in trying to protect his interests there in that country, but they are complicit in this to one degree or another with statements like this.
Like this now, what was all this one again? Like all these people like this now, nobody's going to ask them questions. Nobody will ask them questions, say where they come from. They have their bike here, they have everything. And this is Ibadan, like Ibadan. Look how many bikes they have here. Where do they come from like this? So say I go to challenge you, go not mean but we go come and watch this by you. Okay? As in
He's not like this now. He's Hausa. Yeah, Hausa, forget.
That's how we say now. They start affecting. Like only God know the kind of state where they come from. Like
when they came chanting Allah Akbar after he has beheaded the head of a Christian, he licked the blood.
Have there been instances where you heard about Muslims also being attacked in a similar manner?
Muslims are saying they are killed. We killed them. Ask them, where did we kill them? Look at the recent killing. Look at this child was killed. And you are saying it's not a genocide.
So you have people giving you this information, or it's speculation?
Absolutely, from the bottom of my heart, insiders. I'm over 100% accepting the intervention of Trump because Nigerian government, their hands are tied.